We have some major updates of mixed martial arts, starting with the news. Leon Edwards' coach revealed the main reason why Edwards' performance against Belal was poor. Leon Edwards lost his title to Belal at UFC 304, and to clear up related doubts, Edwards' coach gave an interview on Submission Radio where he revealed that Edwards had a recurring back niggle during training camp, which affected his ability to wrestle effectively. According to Leon coach, despite recurring back niggle, they decided to proceed with the fight because Edwards hadn't fought for a long time. Coach said that's the main reason which impacted his performance, leading to the huge loss.
Excuses for him, but we had a few niggles in camp. His back was niggling him, so he couldn't wrestle the way he really needed to, offensively and defensively, because of the niggle that recurred about maybe 2-3 times. But not taking nothing away from Belal's performance, he did well. He done well. The best man won on the night, but Leon will be back.
Are you guys ever considering pulling out or delaying the fight or rescheduling it at any point?
Believe it or not, we had a powwow about it, and I was very dubious because this niggles was going on for about maybe five or so weeks. On and off. He had to go to a chiropractor, regular massages, but again after one session it was back to square one. So in the back part of my mind, I was thinking, well, should we go for this? But because he hadn't fought for so long, Leon said he wanted it, so we just pushed forward with the injury, trained through the injury, and try to, get through and get a victory.
Ariel Helwani believes the UFC isn't doing enough to promote Tom Aspinall. In a recent MMA Hour show, Helwani describing Tom Aspinall as a dream fighter. He emphasizes Aspinall's positive qualities, such as being a family man who respects the organization and doesn't cause any embarrassment. Helwani is astonished that the UFC isn't fully supporting Aspinall, given his exceptional talent. He asserts that Aspinall is the best heavyweight in the world. Helwani said the interim heavyweight title Aspinall holds is far more legitimate than Jon Jones's championship belt.
The guy is a dream. He is a dream. He is a family man. He doesn't disrespect the company. He doesn't embarrass the company, all this stuff. And every time he talks about the heavyweight division, he goes on a rant about Jon Jones. At least this time he didn't go on a rant about Jon Jones. But it blows my mind that they're not really getting behind him in the ways that I think they should get behind him. They've got something very special, and he's the best heavyweight in the world. And I don't even think it's like a debate. I don't even think that's a hot take. I don't even think that's like a crazy statement. He is the best heavyweight in the world, in my opinion. And that interim belt is a hell of a lot more real than Jon's belt, if you ask me.
Sean O'Malley and Merab Dvalishvili get into heated during UFC 306 promo shoot.
Take it up with him. He'll fight you. If that's what you want, he'll do it. He's not. You said you wanted to fight him. He didn't say he wanted to fight you. I dare you to do it. I think you should. After the fight, you should try to smack his face. You should definitely try that. That'd be funny. You should try that.
It's about it's not about who's stronger and who's heavyweight or whatever. I'm talking about street fights.
Yeah, you can street fight him. I'd love to see that. Yeah, you'll die. You want to die? Is that what you're saying? Let's go back. He'll you. There's a reason there's weight classes. They're not. You're the one that wants to fight him.
Dana White clashes with reporter over Palestine flag question. During the post-fight conference after UFC 304, a reporter asked Dana White about an incident during the main event involving Belal Muhammad's corner, who displayed a Palestine flag behind him on the fence. The reporter noted that it seemed someone from the UFC instructed them to take it down and inquired whether this action was random or related to a specific policy due to the ongoing war. In response, Dana White started to change the topic. He asked who told them to take the flag down, showing that he didn't know what happened. He said there isn't any new policy about flags, and seemed to think the reporter was trying to suggest that the UFC had a secret agenda regarding the situation.
Belal Muhammad's corner put the Palestine flag behind him on the fence, and what it looked like from press row was they were told to put it down. So I was just wondering, because there were other flags shown throughout the night, if that was kind of random, or if that's a policy thing because of the war. Belal Muhammad's corner had the Palestine flag behind him, and someone told them to put it down. So was that random, or is it like a policy thing because of?
He put a what?
Palestine flag.
Oh, Palestine flag, and somebody said take it down? Who said take it down?
I don't know who it was, but it looked like it was someone from the UFC. There was like two people just like telling them to don't put it on the fans.
Looked like there were people from UFC? Were they wearing UFC hats or
no, I mean
name tags?
Otherwise, they wouldn't have been right at the octagon.
I have no idea.
But there's no like new flag policy thing because of anything.
I have no idea. I get what you're trying to do, but I have no idea.
I was just wondering because.
Yeah. I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do. Good try. I have no idea, but good try. You guys love to do that shit. Have a good night.
So guys, a significant reason is coming to light behind the UFC's decision to cut Mokaev, which Dana White has been hiding. After winning with an undefeated record at UFC 304, Dana White removed Mokaev from the UFC, stating that the matchmakers do not like him, while the real reason may be something else. The MMA community has shared various opinions on this. Some say he is boring, while others mention that he got into a scuffle with his opponent in the hotel room before their fight, which led to his dismissal from the UFC. However, none of these reasons seem significant enough for the UFC to remove a fighter. There are many fighters in the UFC with similar fighting styles to Mokaev's, yet they are still part of the organization. As for the incident in the hotel room, come on guys, this is a fight business, and such things have happened before without the fighters being removed. So why did Mokaev get cut from the UFC? The answer is quite simple. Most of you may know that Dana White considers Jon Jones GOAT favorite fighter in the UFC and does not like to hear a word against him. Mokaev made a mistake by stating that at 23 years old, as an undefeated fighter, the UFC won't offer him a title shot because they don't want him breaking Jon Jones' record.
I believe I could have been youngest UFC champion. Jon Jones became youngest UFC champion when he was 23 years old and 9 months, and I'm still 23, and I think I'm the most active after Jon Jones since from the young generation, and I think I could have I think Jon Jones is a star, American star. They want to keep him there.
Do you think that's why?
100%.
Jon Jones is the youngest champion in UFC history, and if Mokaev wins the title, he would break that record, which Dana White does not want to happen at any cost. In my opinion, this is the reason the UFC cut Mokaev. Along with this, Muhammad Mokaev has also made his first statement after being cut from the UFC. He believes that his actions in the hotel led to his removal from the UFC. Mokaev tweeted, "This is first time I punched outside the cage. It was more personal. He was the one who head-butted 5 days before Perez's fight when I went to shake his hand in Vegas. I understand this is wrong. What happened at the hotel, and I apologize to the UFC, but there's some nights I didn't sleep because someone treated me like that. I never been cheap shot on the streets. I will never let anyone bully me, and I never bullied anyone. But whatever happened, it happened. I don't want to keep going about it, but I will take big lesson from it." Charles Oliveira asks fans to pick his next opponent. Oliveira recently opened up about his next bout and asked fans to assist him in selecting his next opponent and listed several fighters. In a recent Instagram post, Oliveira mentioned 8 fighters: Islam Makhachev, Arman, Dustin Connor, Max Holloway, Justin, Alexander Volkanovski, and Colby Covington. Oliveira challenged these fighters with the caption, "Always ready for battle. I'm waiting to see who will be my next opponent, but the training never stops."